Afternoon, boys and girls. After a full day sea fishing and catching hardly nothing, I thought I'd dust the rods off and come down Potter Heigham. I've never fished here before. Obviously this is right near Potter Heigham Bridge, as you can see. Never fished here before, but I thought I'd give it a go. I did hear reports off a couple of people I know who fished here today. Didn't do very good, but hopefully I'll fish in the dark and I'll be a bit better. I never fished here. There's a good depth of water. Even in the margins here there's 8-9 foot of water. So I've got one rod about a rod length out and one just over a third of the way across, because I didn't understand it. So coarse anglers and carp anglers always got to fish the far bank. If they were on the other far bank, they'd be fishing this bank. So what difference does it make if you've got 8 foot of water? I mean, the problem is there. So all set up and ready to go. Well, bait wise, just a bit of corn. Fine if you're using maggots or worms. You used to get loads of eels. I really don't want to catch eels. Obviously just a bit of ground bait, scalded trout pellet, some layers pellet, a bit of Heigham robin red, and some brown crumb. It's a little bit wet at the minute. I need to put a bit more brown crumb in there and dry it out a bit. As you can see, looking at the water, there's a bloody good breeze here today. I've got the old trusty brolly up. I hate to think how old that brolly is. That's inherited off my granddad, and he had it for donkey's years. He's had that brolly since I was fishing with him when I was like 7 or 8 years old. So I hate to think how old it is. That's a really good quality. It's really thick, heavy duty nylon one. None of this lightweight stuff that fold and drink. All this lightweight stuff you get now lasts forever. Well, it has. It must be 40-year-old. So God knows what it is. That'd do me well. Well, I just talked that up, didn't I? An eel on a bit of corn. Would you believe it? I ain't caught a eel in donkey's years, apart from that one in the boot potton, but freshwater ain't had eel in donkey's years. And I got one on a bit of corn. That's why I didn't have worm or maggots to avoid them critters. And I get one on a bit of corn, or double corn, would you believe it? Well, I'll get this unhooked and get it back. Lucky me. Alright, that was a stinky old dirty eel, but that's a fish. It's better than nothing. Pressure's off, at least I ain't blank, that's the main thing. I didn't think I'd catch a eel on corn though, that's one thing. You can't see, my luck is crap. It really is lately. Awful. But there you go, it's better than blanking. Well, I just rounded the other rod into rebait, and that was hefted. And luckily, if you see there, that's just parted hook length, something too bad. Rig wise the same there, just the old rubber rig bead, flute stop. I've got a little feeder ring, rubber bead and a swivel. I better tie that hook length and get that back out there. Don't catch it off and sitting on the bank there. Well, there was 3 or 4 anglers here when I turned up, but as you can see, it's now getting 6:30ish sort of time at night. Everyone's gone in for dinner, back in the sun all day, had a lovely day, so that's it now, and I've got it all to myself. Lovely job. I don't mind that. Well, that rod just got hefted. Instead of putting like halfway across what I did, I brought it back short again. Still pointing. It's maybe about a third of the way across, I reckon. Less than a third. There's no point in fishing if there's snags there. All you do is lose gear, fish, so you might as well fish short. And if you've got 8-9 foot of water there, then why not take advantage of it? There's no one else now put any feed in, so there's either my feed or no feed, isn't it? And second cast, the trusty roach. It's been pummeled by something. It's got a mark on the side. And a good mark the other side. Look at that, someone's at that, hasn't they? Someone's had a go at it. Probably a pike something. Or could be one of my furry little friends, but I'll get that poor little bugger unhooked and get him back. Well, the right hand tip, that just they cracked round, I hit it and bloody missed it. And that was a old Bernie bream in there. Only fishing like a rod length or so off the side in that fairly deep water. For that to bang round like that, that was something half sizable. But I did miss it. The one that got all the words, I said. I do know one thing though here. I'm dying for a pee, and there's so many people about. We don't dare have a pee. Perks, eh? A few little old ducklands. They're nice to see. A lot of places have all been wiped out by our furry friends on the land with their sharp teeth. So it's nice to see a few little ducklands, and your mother mallard just behind it. Lovely to see. Well, as us, it's been a bit quiet. I thought I'd just get the ground bait and add some more brown crumb to it and lighten it up because it's a bit stodgy and thick. Right, I'm sure my matchman friends on here, I know a few lads who are match anglers, they'll be doing their nut looking at this. I got the other week, you need to buy a riddle, you need to riddle this, you need to riddle that. No, I don't. I'm just doing it for a bit of fun. I'm not match fishing. Match fishing is a totally different story. I'm just doing it for a bit of fun, so I don't need a riddle. All them lumps and chunks are just bits of pellet. I scalded it down. I'd eat it. Let's lighten that up now. It look a lot better than what it was. So just hold together and then break up nicely. I think it's alright. I'm sure my Mr. Competitive Match Anglers probably hate it. But ayo, that's life. Well, that's another roach. That one's a bit better size, but I think it was tail. Tail's got some nasty cut in it. Everything seems to be like eating the roach here. I don't know what it is. Horrible cut on his tail. It's a better fish though, but it's nice to see. Well, I'll get that unhooked and get that back. Well, a nail and a cut of roach. I expect a bit more than that. Seems strange that both of them roach were marked up badly. But I did hear from reports today they didn't have a lot of pot of Heigham here. But I go further up there on the Rons, it's basically cutouts in the reed beds, not sitting in front of the pub here. But yeah, I thought I'd get a whole slimy bream so far. There's quite a few bream the other day when I was fishing up Norfolk and places like that, and this place has been fishing quite well. Might get better as it gets dark. That's the main thing. There's a lot of bit of boat traffic here, but it isn't too bad. That's half the reason I'm fishing short. You ain't got to worry. Anyone cutting your gear off if you're fishing short. If you're fishing 8-9 foot of water, it's plenty enough anyway, innit? The tide in here seems to be building. That left-hand rod keep going slack. I'm sure it's getting knocked. Oh, there's a little knock in. I'm sure it's getting knocked around with the tide. I might have to put the old 60-gram feeder on. So I did start off here with 30s, and that was just laughable. So then I put 45 grams on. They both got 45s. That one a little bit further out. I think I want the 60 on it. That ain't quite enough. I was just browsing on eBay the other day, and a pack of these feeder beads come up. So a little snap link and swivel, like a little round donut. I gotta say, they work really well. Because there's a little tight hole, that's making the line go 90 degrees through it, and the hook link isn't tangled up at all. I really do rate them. Far better than normal swivel. They really are, because normally your hook link wrap around your feeder and stuff. With these, they keep it lovely. Worth their weight in gold they are. That 60-gram feeder was a vast improvement on that left-hand rod. Was out a little bit further. That really is. That kept. Now this tide's started to build. That started rolling on the bottom and kept slackening off. So having a snap link, you can change the swivel, change the swim feeders ever so quickly. Really worth having. Well, it's been very quiet. 2 roach and an eel in like an hour and a half. That ain't very good, is it? That wind seemed to have eased off. You just get a little sprinkle of rain about 5 minutes ago. Not a lot, just enough to shove everything under the brolly out of the way. But I was expecting a bit more fish in this. That's diabolical. It must have been an hour and a half and 2 roach and an eel. Maybe fishing near the bank is a good idea, but I thought 8-9 foot of water, that'd be more than enough. I'm getting the odd knock, but not a huge amount. Finally, a little skimmer. That's much appreciated. Didn't a huge fish, probably about 10 inches long. But that's nice to see. It's been a long while coming. Hopefully now it's starting to get dark, as you can see. Might be a few more. There's another cracking looking fish, prime condition. I'll get that unhooked and get that back. Well, I was chuffed to get that little skimmer. Or it's a little 10-inch skimmer, but after being there for an hour and a half or so and having 2 roach and eel, I thought they weren't going to come. Hopefully as it starts getting dark, them bream and skimmers will come on the feed. I've never fished this place before, thought I'd give it a go. Hopefully it'll be alright. Get a few fish out before that rain later on. I think 10 o'clock is better. Start peeing it down. Well, I'll just sneak out a few little fish, a few bream and skimmers before that happens. Well, it's nearly 8:30. That looked really bright on the camera, but it isn't. That's halfway to getting dark now. I thought I'd better send a few more fish than what I have. 1 skimmer, 2 roach, and an eel. Ain't a huge amount in it, especially for 2 hours fishing. That ain't a bloody lot. Oh, I'm sure if I'd have had maggots, I'd have plenty of roach and that sort of thing, but you also get plenty of eels as well, what we don't really want. I'm just after the bream and skimmers really. I was hoping there'd be a few more. Well, as it get dark, that might improve, hopefully. Well, I just talked that up, didn't I? Another skimmer about 10 inches long, same size as the last one. It's virtually getting dark now, so hopefully I'll start feeding and get some of the bigger brothers and sisters, because this is a little old thing. This is a little 10-inch one, 10-inch one. Well, I'll get it unhooked. Either it's just hooked lightly in the lip. I'll get it. See, just right tight to the hook. I'll get it unhooked and I'll get him back. Well, I just stuck a little head torch around the mooring post, shine on the tips of my quiver rods. Make things a lot easier to see. Alright, on the video that's not very clear, but in real life I can see them clear as day. Yeah, handy. The little LED head torches, I think they're like £5.30 each off eBay with 2 lithium batteries in them. You couldn't even buy the batteries at that price. So they're ideal for this. What's a cheapy head torch sitting on a post on for a few hours? Nothing, is it? Make life a lot easier. One little tip: if you're using features on the far bank for casting and getting accuracy where you're putting your swim feeder, take a picture of it in the light, because then you can work out when you're casting in the dark. Make things goddamn easier. So you can work out left of the tree, edge of the tree, all that sort of malarkey. Top tip there, boys and girls. Well, that's the first time I've used a head torch to light up the tips. I've used isotopes and the other malarkey before in the past, but I've got to admit, that head torch is the best thing I ever used for that. Didn't show up very well on the camera, but in real life them tips are glowing. That's superb. Showing it a few more fish. Well, it's now dark. I hope there'll be a few more fish as it got dark, but it's been very quiet. Them reports in the daytime are right. There hasn't been that much fish caught today, and I don't know why. Whether it's the weather, I don't know. There's no starting to rain. So it looking too clicky, is it? I must be nut mad. That rain started, there's peanut down now. It won't be here till 11, but obviously Mr. Weatherman's got it wrong. But yeah, don't know if you can hear it raining on the brolly. But I've got to admit, as soon as this blow over, I think I'm going to pack up and leg it, because there haven't been a lot of fish here. I thought I'd start getting a few more when it got dark, but clearly not. Well, typical fashion, it's now starting to peter down the rain, and I get the best skim of the night. That's easily the best one, that is. But as it's peeing down the rain, I'm going to pack up and go home. So I'll get him unhooked and get him back. Well, I'm all packed up and back in the van. I think I got away lightly. Everything got a little bit wet, but not too bad. But according to the forecast, that might pay it down tonight, so I think I made a good decision wet wise. But for fishing wise, I should have stayed. I had a couple of bream or a couple of skimmers, started getting dark, and I think that's the kiddie. They like the dark here. That water's been so sheer now, so as soon as darkness come, then bream start feeding. We'll have to give this another whirl in a few days, maybe next week, come and do a proper night session and give him a bit of a thacking. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed it all. Cheers for watching.